Absolutely. One word, and the jury believed it. Not the DNA, not the science, that one word. And a man lost 11 years of his life. This is not a tragedy. This is a system failure. Over the past 30 years, more than 3,000 people have been exonerated by DNA evidence. According to the Innocence Project, nearly 70% of them were convicted for one reason: a mistaken eyewitness. They weren't lying. They believed a false truth. This video is not about a single case. This video is about how certainty creates an illusion and how that illusion quietly hacks justice. In the rest of this video, you'll see why juries believe eyewitnesses who are completely wrong. And trust me, you would have believed them too. Common sense tells us this: memory is a video recording. Psychology has known for decades that this is false. Dr. Elizabeth Loftus showed that memory is not a recording, but a document rewritten every time it's recalled. In a classic 1974 experiment, participants watched a car accident. There was only one difference. One group was asked how fast the cars hit each other. The other was asked how fast they smashed into each other. The result? The group that heard smashed reported speeds 20% higher. 1 week later, 32% of that group claimed they had seen broken glass that never existed. The brain hates gaps. The moment it detects one, it fills it with the most logical details available. In the courtroom, that filled-in gap is called a memory. These findings are now accepted by the FBI and by courts. An eyewitness does not lie. Their brain has already produced the most coherent version of reality. And this is where the real danger begins. Juries look for credibility in the wrong places: eye contact, a steady voice, detailed storytelling. The problem is this: a mistaken witness is absolutely convinced they are telling the truth, and because of that, they display every signal of honesty perfectly. A study published in the Journal of Experimental Psychology found that people can distinguish between accurate and inaccurate witnesses with only 54% accuracy. That's just 4% better than flipping a coin. In other words, the jury doesn't realize that the tools it uses to decide are fundamentally broken. Certainty is not proof of truth. It is only a biological feeling. You might be thinking right now, I would look at the evidence, not my emotions. I thought the same thing, but according to the research, this is exactly where the trap activates. Psychologists call this the certainty heuristic. The more confidently information is presented, the more true the brain assumes it to be, even when it isn't true. Studies by Wells and Quinlivan showed that even when jurors are explicitly told that eyewitness memory can be unreliable, conviction rates barely change. The warning is given. The warning fails because logic cannot compete with emotional certainty. The moment a witness says, "I have no doubt," the mechanism of doubt shuts down. Certainty is no longer a statement. It becomes evidence. In 1984, Jennifer Thompson was assaulted. Police showed her suspects. Ronald Cotton stood out. In court, she testified with absolute certainty. "I am completely sure that's the man." The jury believed her. Cotton spent 11 years in prison. When DNA testing revealed the truth, Thompson was shocked. She said, "I can still see his face clearly. There was no malice here, only a system that confused certainty with truth." 11 years, erased from a human life. Memory is not a recording, it is a construction. A mistaken witness is often the most honest witness. And certainty is justice's greatest blind spot. The problem is not ignorance, it is how the human mind works. If, while watching this video, you thought, "I would never fall for certainty," this is exactly the problem. To see how certainty can deceive piece by piece, subscribe. This autopsy is complete.